we just got the rear end pulled for the Plymouth. So we got all the parking brake and we saved everything we possibly could so we can hook it back up in the car. But it is hot, and that is that S10 that we were going to pull over and flip. Fred flipped it over for us earlier, and we got the parts we need, and now I'm going to have him grab the tractor and grab that and bring it back up to me. So I'm headed back up to the building. And there's our rear axle, freshly harvested from the backyard. He grabbed it with the tractor, brought her up here for us. So now we'll start working on getting that one out. I got to move some other jack stands and put a ratchet strap underneath the transmission. Let me show you those motor mounts, because if you notice, we got the big engine stand out the way. But we got them all tacked in. I kind of burned them in a little bit, but I'll pull the engine back out and we'll get them burned in fully. But those came out super cool, super nice. So now we'll get everything else on the other end. Here's this one on this side. Ooh, fancy. This one still has the aluminum pucks in it. And you weld it with the aluminum pucks in, and then you can actually pull out, and then you can see I put the actual bushing in this side. I'll have to pull the bushing back out when I weld it. But I needed one on the other side. I don't have two sets of the aluminums. Or I got two ones. So I got the axle stripped down and kind of sitting here. I got to move the pedestals over no matter what. Right now I'm trying to figure out which springs I want to use. If I use these, I got to change the mounts and actually, get all that stuff figured out. But here's my big but. What's wrong with these springs? I don't see anything wrong with these springs. I mean, they're wrapped in steel. I'm curious if I can unwrap that or if that'd be bad juju. But they seem alright. Like, if it ain't broke, why fix it? So I might just ratchet strap up my transmission, because I still need to make the mount for it. I'm going to ratchet strap it up anyways, because it just makes my life a little easier, because that way, I'm not dealing with a jack and a jack and a jack and a jack. So when I go to jack the rear, then I'm not messing with all that. So I'm just going to ratchet strap it up, and it also frees up the area underneath there where the jack is, because I can't get to where the mount is, because that's where the jack is. So if I put a ratchet strap underneath it, then I can actually get to that. So that makes my life a little easier. I've been laying under the back of this thing. I've been trying to figure everything out in the measurements. You can see that transmission lined up nice. Gonna come right in. Yeah, I'm looking at these springs going, man, I wonder if I might just keep them. I don't know. We'll see, because the other ones aren't too bad, but I think the problem is the arch. I really don't want the ass of this thing up fucking retarded. So I'm trying to figure that out right now, and yeah, I'm having some fun. So I think I decided I'm gonna keep the original OG springs, and we're gonna go get us some trailer hangers. There's some trailer little pedestal mounts, and we'll actually just weld them onto the axle, and then we'll actually be able to just freaking pop this sucker in, and we'll run some brake lines, and then we'll run our parking brake up. But pretty happy that the engine's mounted, super stoked about that. We're probably going to actually mock up the actual fenders on there so I can start measuring radiators and everything else and start getting stuff figured out and get some lines and everything else ran. But we'll probably wash it first, actually. We'll get the axle in and we'll wash it. But need to make a bracket for the freaking steering column. But that's all stuff for later. Still got a bunch of littles. But I love you guys, and I truly appreciate you guys following along. I really, really mean that. I make these as like a daily journey to follow through on builds like this, and like where I'm at in life and how everything is going. And it's like my own hero is me in 10 years. I don't know if some of you new people have ever seen that, but like my hero, I think of me as me 10 years from now. I will never get to meet him, but I get to leave these little video messages to him. I get to show him, hey, you did this today, you did that. I started creating these because after Daniel passed, I used to call him every night, and I used to talk to him, and I used to update him and be like, hey man, this is what I've been working on, this is the cool shit I've been doing, and like, I miss that. So I figure if everybody in the world, I figure he's kind of irreplaceable. So I figure everybody in the world together, you know, can pitch in and they can like take up that space. And, you know, maybe we can create a whole nother community and information. And, you know, I can also, my dreams, like this is, you know, the stuff I've, you know, a lot of you that have followed along for a long time, my dreams are simple. I want to travel. I want to build cool shit. And I want to make a difference. And I hope that these videos someday actually create the difference. Actually make the difference. And somebody goes out and they start working on stuff, or I inspire somebody to go work on a car, or I inspire somebody to talk about cars. Because this industry is not going to stay around forever, and people aren't going to keep building them and everything like that. You know? So that's where I hope to make a difference. And I hope to teach you guys that I love you, and I want to always try and stay positive and encouraging and just kind of uplift. You know? Just stuff I really enjoy. But I really do love you. I appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow.